And actually replacing a wiper blade he's meant to do 6 months ago.
Dude, it's still good, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it'll clean half the windshield.
it's only 6 inches off.
Well, that's what she said.
That's all you need is 6 inches.
Let's see how long he struggles with this wiper motor. I told him just to take it to AutoZone and have it done.
Who wants to watch me do something stupid? Welcome back to CSM TV, and today we're going to work on the van. Yep. Unfortunately, we're working on well, I wouldn't say unfortunately because they're decent upgrades, but we got some stuff to do to the van and the trailer, so it's kind of mixed together. Need to get really just got to do an oil change on the van, no big deal. I wouldn't normally go over that, but we're doing some other things. Basically, we're doing some trailer stuff and some stuff to help the winch. So, gonna be installing this big ass cable. This is gonna be power for the winch, and it connects to the battery to the van. So that'll go to the van, and this all goes underneath it with a disconnect, and that'll connect to the power to the winch, power and ground to the winch. So we'll have power. We don't have to dick with a battery and all that stuff, which has been the problem with that winch anyways, is having a battery. I don't have an extra one. I kind of do, but I don't have a box and mounts and whatever. So this, I think, will be an easier solution. I don't have to worry about a battery because that's kind of a pain in the ass. You have to worry about charging the battery, making sure it's charged before you go to the track. This would be a lot easier, I believe. So yeah, we got to install this on the van, partially on the trailer. We'll have this disconnect. I'm not going to be able to do that one-handed. And that'll go on the trailer side, so it won't be connected all the time, obviously. Then we also need to rewire the trailer. So I got this connector. It's fully sealed up and goes to this junction box. We can use the wiring that's already there to do that. So need to rewire the trailer for that. And we got a new winch cord. We went with a nylon cord, 50 feet. So hopefully, I know that's enough, but it seems really short. So we'll see how that works out. We might have to get something a little longer. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll get to first installing these big battery cables in the van. Okay, so I think I got a plan for the cable. I think we're going to run it across the firewall, then down. The exhaust is on the passenger side, so I'd rather not keep it on that side, just keep away from all the heat. So with the amount of wire we have, it's about 30 feet. This is an extended van, so it's a little bit longer. So it looks like that'll work. So got it around and then up over the firewall to the battery. I think we should have enough. Let me go ahead and get to it. I doubt I'll film a bunch of it just because who wants to really watch that? And probably not much to show, but I'm going to do that, drain the oil, get going on that stuff, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, got a battery replaced, oil's changed. Had this battery from the old van, so I went ahead and swapped it out. The other one's getting kind of weak. So we got the battery cables routed as well. They'll stay here until it needs connected for the winch. So routed it up, like I said, trying to be away from everything. Probably should have tucked this a little better, but it's fine. We'll go with that. Get under the van and show you. but you're not really going to see anything. It's on top of the frame rail basically the whole way. I did run on the passenger side, which keeping it away from all the heat. And then it did end up being out this back of the bumper right there, just about perfect. So I'll connect this, that'll go to the winch. I got this other cable that came with this kit that I got from Amazon. It's supposed to be 5 feet. Measured it because it looked a little short. It's about 4.5, so hopefully that's enough to get it done. We'll see. I want my other 6 inches, Amazon. What the fuck? So I was going to pull the trailer around and start working on that stuff, but it looks like it's early. It's getting a little late. So instead of doing that, because I want to knock it all out at once, probably do it the next day, so which won't matter to you because it's the same video. I'm not sure how the internet works, but we'll be back. We work on the trailer stuff next. All right, we are back and we got the trailer hanging out in front of the unit. Don't worry about this. This isn't my car, so I'm not going to talk about it. But anyways, we got our trailer wiring like I previously showed. I got the box. Of course I don't have it undone. So that's what we got to connect to. And the old stuff looking kind of bad. So first thing we got to do is mount the box. I think found a spot. I think I'm going to throw it right under here. Okay, little technical difficulties, but we're rolling with it. So talk about the box. Got the winch controller stuff to mount. I'm going to mount them in a battery box. And I got this nice little tray area that my buddy welded on when he welded the winch mount. So we'll have to mount that somehow. Got a new winch rope to put on, and then our cables for the power for the winch that's coming out on the back, which that'll be very easy. So actually got the junction box mounted. Thought I had it on video, but I don't. So I mean, it's not a big deal. You can see it. It's just mounted with 2 bolts. Drilled it all the way through, bolted it instead of using the self tappers that it came with. A little more secure. So got it under the trailer to keep it a little more out of the weather. Try to keep this stuff dry as we can. So now we can take the cover off and cut up this wiring, try to figure out what we got here and wire everything up. And hopefully I don't suck and mess up that video. So alright, so instructions come with some pretty good instructions. It should all line up, should all be standard, you would think. There's no way it couldn't work anyways. The only thing that isn't standard is the colors that could be on your trailer. So we're going to use a meter and meter out, double check, make sure we got all the right wiring going to the right color or right spot. Figure out the colors that we need, because these are a little different. You can see already that the red for the left turn and the stop, I don't have a red. So it's going to be in this little group that's green, white, and brown. So we'll go through that, and then need to figure out, it has this 2 pair of wire bonded together, so need to figure out that'll be our trailer brakes. One will be power and then one will be ground, I believe. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start going through this and see what we got. Alright, so this is my trailer. Tail light, run light is the brown wire here, which is this dark one. Left stop, white. The brake is actually this black wire that's in here. The white one's going to need to be grounded, looks like. Goes to the same pin. And then the right slash stop is green. So we need to hook up that up. The ground was short, so we don't have a wire color. We'll have to ground that anyways. Don't have reverse lights, don't have a 12 volt, so we won't need to hook those up in my case. So those will just be left alone. The other stuff will get underneath and wired up. Okay, so we got our wires ran. We're gonna do these one at a time. And I forgot to grab a socket for that. So first thing we'll do is we'll do this. This is a brown wire, which is our brown wire tail light, run light, and that is on our. If we look on our schematic here, that is going to be the green wire, which I guess I should have checked the pin out. Double check this. I may do that. Anyways, so this will go to our green wire, and yeah, just start wire. If you don't have a set of these, get you some. They are Ideal Strip Masters. If you can't see, these are the bee's knees. That little piece of heat shrink. Never forget that. Okay, so we pretty much have everything done. We do need to add a ground. So this ground I believe is for the trailer brakes, and then this goes the connector, but I still need to add a ground somewhere on the trailer. So I'll probably just drill one close and do that. So I'll need to connect it to this one, have it coming out, and then somewhere in here we'll do that. But I also do want to say, double check these nuts. You don't want a bunch of metal bouncing around in here, because they were some of them were kind of loose. So like I said, we're not using the yellow, which I believe is reverse lights, and the black, which is auxiliary power, which I don't have any of that on my trailer. So your trailer might be different. So we'll make a ground it here somewhere, probably just on here. I don't know, we'll get to that. All right, so we got our ground hooked up, got cleaned up all around there, so we get a nice good ground. And yeah, that'll do that for this part. Just need to put this cover on, be good to go. Okay, so with the front half wired up, got everything zip tied up. She's nice and tucked. Got a bunch of extra this time, so that'll be much nicer. Moving on to the winch stuff. So we're gonna mount this box in here. Gotta mount the controller for the winch. Looks like just these two tabs. Then I'll probably put some bolts in each corner to bolt the box down. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll get to it and then we can get this thing wired up. Okay, so last time we were hooking up the winch, it was getting a little hot, so I've tested stuff. I got the winch working. I did just a real quick test. Other things I did off camera. So we'll go over that stuff now. I kind of rushed through it last time, so yeah. So here's the box set up. Got our winch control. Fits in there nice. Our battery cable. It's gonna go here, back of there. And then we got our controller down here. The controller came with the winch. It's all color coded on what wires go to where. So blue wire, it's got a little blue on there. And then of course on the winch. So you just hook it up corresponding colors. I do reuse this little fuse guy that's in here. I covered it up with some big heat shrink stuff so it doesn't touch any metal. So all good there. We'll get this hooked up, and then we got our winch rope to hook up. I bolted it in. I was waiting on a buddy to get here. I do need some dead weight to hold the winch wire as we spool it up. So we got Scott here to do that because he's pretty good dead weight. So we'll get everything hooked up and wrap that thing up. No, it was not nice one-handed. Actually, it wasn't bad. Alright, so we got our winch rope all spooled up. GoPro messed up while I was doing it. Well, me and Scott were doing it. Oh well, we're just rolling with it. So yeah, spooled up. It is 50 feet, so it fit in this 5,000 pound winch for mine. I don't know if 100 will fit. So now we just got to check the lights on the trailer. So it was a little too bright last time. Could hardly tell what was going on. So now we should be able to see some lights. So let's go ahead and get to it. So it looks like all the lights are working as they should, so that's good. Still having a problem with my trailer brakes. I kind of think it's the controller. I haven't double checked the wiring. I'm pretty sure it's good, but we're gonna throw this other one in. I've had this sitting on my shelf forever, so we're gonna install this, see if maybe that's the issue, because this thing was doing some weird stuff. So all the wiring looks like it's all the same, so hopefully it's just a plug and play deal, and hopefully it works. We'll see. Oof. There's your problem right there, bud. Alright, so we'll get this rewired real quick. We'll be back in business. Probably gonna cut all this stuff out and redo it since we got some length, which is good. Okay, got a repair on back here. Did some crimps. Just need to heat shrink it up. Should be good to go. And oh, look at that. Looks like we're already connected. Awesome. So the other side actually had one wire that was starting to fray a little, so I'll need to put some attention to that. Looks like they're working now. I haven't tried it, but obviously the brake controller, the new one, shows us if it's connected or not. So that's pretty nice. The other one didn't really help us out with that. So with that, our trailer and van mods are done. Can move on to more fun things, maybe. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.